Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are chiming in from around the world. I am your hostess, Janice Parker, and welcome to our CEO Web Show. For those of you who are our VIP guests, for those of you who are clergymen and attorneys and real estate professionals, and those of you who, are business owners, and those of you who work and just have that entrepreneurial spirit deep down inside of you, and you're ready for something different, you have come to the right place at the right time. And I'm happy to share some information with you. So what I want to tell you is this: we are just a group of CEOs that are looking to do something a little bit different than the ordinary status quo type of thing. We're looking to create not only a legendary income for ourselves right now, but we want to create legacy income for our families. We want to enjoy all that God has to offer. And we're inviting you because we feel like you probably think a lot just like we do, the same kind of mindset, the same kind of thought process. So we're going to talk about travel. We're going to talk about travel, family. We're going to talk about your ability to create serious income in travel. But before we do that, let's dive into what we like to call the whole story. We want you to understand why we've come together, why we banded together as business people, and the power of actually working together in this particular platform. So let's watch this particular video together. It is called The Whole Story.
Now it's time to discover what the wealthy know, what the rich teach their children that the poor and middle class don't. Let's first begin by discussing the wealth principle of being rich. You see, the definition of rich is when your passive income is greater than your living expenses. And passive income can be described as the income that you receive from not working your job, like residual income. See, when the income that you receive from not working your more than it costs you to live, you really are rich. So let's examine the structure of every job. You see, every job is structured this way. At the top, you always have an owner or CEO who makes more money than the president, who always makes more money than the vice president, who always makes more money than the middle managers and supervisors. And in that big area there, the people that do all the work, those are the employees or the staff. And oftentimes they feel like slaves. Really, folks, they're slaves to a clock. See, there's a certain time they come in, a certain time they get off, a certain time they go to lunch, a certain time they better be back. And they're going to do this for 20 to 40 years. Then that special day comes and they get to retire with half the income they were earning in the first place. Well, think about this. This is the structure that most people are living their lives with. Well, folks, think about this. When you start a job, typically you start at the bottom, working your way up. You're coming in early, staying late, shooting for that big promotion, working your way all the way up to the middle. See, rarely have I heard the story of the employee that started at the bottom and worked their way all the way up to being the CEO. Well, let me ask you, given the choice between the bottom, the middle, or the top, which one would you rather be? Which one do you think makes the most money? Obviously, it's the CEO that makes the most money because that CEO gets paid off of other people's efforts. You see, the CEO is the only one in this structure that has leverage. See, this CEO gets paid off of the production of every other employee. Folks, that's the definition of leverage, working less while earning more. So let's examine the income structure for every situation that seems to fall in four separate categories that we call the cash flow quadrant. The first category we're going to talk about is the E quadrant. This means you're an employee. Someone employs you. Well, what's wrong with that? Well, your income is automatically limited because it takes you to earn the income. There's only one of you and there's only 24 hours in a day, so automatically your income is limited. Then you have the S quadrant. These are your specialists, your lawyers, doctors, electricians, plumbers. Typically, they make more than the average employee, but their income depends on them doing the work. If a doctor's not doctoring, if a plumber's not plumbing, they're not earning any income. They typically complain about the I quadrant. I stands for investor. Well, what works for investors? Typically, if you don't have any financially independent because they own their own business. The bottom 95 had one thing in common. They had a job. Folks, our choices determine our opportunities. Do you want to live or survive? You want to retire sooner or later? You want to live comfortable or uncomfortable? See, no more starting at the bottom and working your way to the top. Why not just start at the top? Be your own CEO. That comes with leverage, folks. And remember, leverage is working less while earning more. John D. Rockefeller, multimillionaire, said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 other people's efforts than 100% of my own. Let's examine how most employees get paid. You see, the average employee works 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which comes to 40 hours a week, $160 a month, and $19.20 a year. Let's compare that. If that same employee earned leverage off of 10 other people working the same amount, you go from earning off of 40 hours a week to earning off of 400 hours a week. But let's look at those same 10 people, built a team of 10 people, and compare what the average person working only earning income off of their own production, getting paid off of the production of 100 people working only 1 hour per day. Now you can clearly see how some people get paid more per month than others earn all year. Folks, it all has to do with leverage. Let's suppose your came to you and said, we have a new way of doing things around here. We want to raise the company's profitability, cut costs, and pay our employees more. We no longer want you to show up here at work. You can do all your work from home, and we'll send your checks to your house. We're so positive that this will help the company that we would also like for you to find other people that want to work from home, and we'll pay you some of what we're paying them for finding them. Folks, this is going to give you true leverage. But let's take it a step further. Say there was no boss, that you were the boss. Folks, that's what we're talking about. Earning a serious income from word-of-mouth advertising. Network marketing has proven itself to be a viable and rewarding source of income. So now that you have discovered what the wealthy know, now you understand that the harvest is plenty.
I love that particular presentation. And because it explains to us really, some of those things that we just don't know. So now what I want to do is I want to share with you the product that we've decided to use. Now, as business owners, we've actually decided to use the world of travel. Now, let me explain to you why travel is what we've decided to use. Quite frankly, family, travel itself is an $8.1 trillion industry. It's an $8.1 trillion industry, and those numbers are for 2017. Travel in 2018, for those of you who are taking notes, travel actually did over $8.5 trillion. We're estimating it to be somewhere around the $9 trillion mark is what we're expecting it to be. And so what we've decided to do is to participate in an industry where there is serious income that is actually being generated. So let me give you a little bit of the history of travel. Travel itself actually, if you go back to 2002, back then, family, if you think about it, most people book their travel through a travel agent. If we go back that far, 2002 is also when the platform of Expedia was actually purchased. So then there were three bold visionary men, all right? There were a group of three bold visionary men, and they simply decided is that we're going to create a platform that really speaks to today's consumer. Today's consumer is very frugal. Today's consumer wants to keep more money in their pocket than they actually spend. And so the reason that this really works for us is because it's a product that makes everybody happy. So let's dive into this platform. And at the end, I'm simply going to ask you one question. Do you like what you see? Because if you like what you see, we're going to invite you to join us. So once again, welcome to all of you that have joined the line. Each of you are VIP guests, and we're excited to have you here. So guests, let me ask you this question. What type of traveler are you? Are you the type of traveler that likes to sway in a hammock and feel the sun on your face and feel the sand on your toes? Or are you more like myself? The end of the month, I'm going to be in Orlando, Florida. I'm going to be zip lining. I'm going to be skydiving. Well, you know what? There is no wrong answer. Everybody loves to get away every now and then, and everybody needs to find themselves needing a vacation once or twice a year. Well, see, our CEOs, we have exclusive rights to a wholesale travel and vacation membership, where literally if you think of the word wholesale, that would be the little price. If you think of the word retail, that would. So what do you receive? You receive your very own private wholesale booking engine. What that simply means is all of the same hotel that you're used to booking, all of the same resorts, all of the same crew. I mean, all 17 different cruise lines are there at your fingertips. The difference is, right? The difference simply is going to be the cost. Now, what I love about our platform is we have 500% more inventory than those comparable sites. So you'll actually sometimes see that they're out of inventory and we have plenty of inventory. But here's the difference. See, two things. One is that on your condos, resorts, your private villas, your hotels, your cruises, any of those type of things, we actually have a 150% lowest price difference guarantee. As a matter of fact, if you're looking at the screen right now, if you'll see these two words right here that say price guarantee. So we're so confident about our pricing that we offer that. But family, even when you start to look at the platform, you're used to typing in where you're going, when you're checking in, and when you're checking out. And then you're used to pressing the search button. However, now, right, the difference now is going to be this, is that, you know, you're going to receive substantial savings. So when you click on your membership, what you're going to find is you're going to see the lowest price available online, what your savings is as a private member, and what your book now out the door price is, including taxes and fees. And family, we're talking upwards of 60%. In some cases. So we've done a little bit of research. We looked at Walt Disney World, 4 days, 3 nights, 2 adults, right there down by the Disney gate. And guess what, family? On those highly publicized sites that you've seen on TV, your Expedia, your Priceline, your Travelocity, $678 for this particular hotel. Now, I want you to understand, as grandmother used to say, you have to compare apples to apples, right? Same check-in date, same checkout date, same size hotel room, same hotel, right? Same Mickey, same Donald, but look at the big price. The big price is $678. But now look at your membership price. Out the door, including taxes and fees, you have the little price, leaving $400 right there in your bank account. What about Rome? Then when we think about Rome, we think about food. Right? That's some of the best cuisine. We think about the fun that we can have, the fashion. As a matter of fact, think about all of the excursions that are out there, all of the pictures that you'll take, you know, in front of all of these historical monuments. Well, if you keep an extra $812 in your bank account because you did not pay the big price, but you chose to pay the little price, you have extra money to do what you want to do. Oftentimes, our CEOs find out that the money that they're able to save on their vacation, the actual accommodations, the money they'll save over those other travel sites that they keep right there in their bank account, right there in their pocket, that money goes on to purchase their flights. And doesn't it make sense that if you can pay for your flights and your hotel for the same price that Expedia or Priceline is charging for just the hotel, that it makes sense to be able to do that? Of course. Now, this one, guys, is my favorite. Right down there, have you seen it in the South Pacific, Bora Bora? They have these over-the-water bungalows where a portion of the floor is carved away and made out of glass, and you can look right through your tippy toes and see, you know, the marine life right below your feet. Well, you know what's so amazing, VIP guests, is that you could be in this bungalow right here on the right, and someone who checked in on the same date and then will check out on the same date and has the same size bungalow as you is just across the water on the left-hand side. But because you are a wholesale private member, for these 8 days and 7 nights for 2 adults this coming May, you didn't spend the bigger price of $6,708. No, you spent the little price. And then because your little price included taxes and fees, your savings is actually greater than $3,222. See, I don't know about you, but I live in the United States, and I would have to fly to the South Pacific to go to Bora Bora. Doesn't it make sense to take your $3,222 and book your flights versus giving it away to Expedia and then having to come up with the money to book your flights? See, what I love about our platform is this, is that all of these prices, right? All of your savings, your risk-free guarantee is at your fingertip on an app, right at your fingertips on an app. And you can actually book all of this, right? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right there at your fingertips. I love this platform because, see, I've always heard that the world is your oyster. Well, if the world is your oyster, doesn't it make sense to travel the world at the little price, the wholesale price versus the big price, the retail price? On this Las Vegas stay, it's a $927 savings. $927. They've got the best seafood out there. Boys and Men is out there. Diana Ross, Celine Dion, Cirque du Soleil, Mariah Carey. Why not take the $927 that you saved and use that to enjoy your stay versus giving it away to one of those online sites? And you know what we do also? Even on cards, we will literally show you. We will literally show you. See, we're working with a proprietary algorithm that will literally show you what their prices are. The lowest 6 to 8 prices on the internet. We will show you, just like Progressive does with their insurance. We'll do the exact same thing with your pricing. And you will see right before you ever book what your savings are because you are a private member. And I don't know how many of you VIP guests out there are cruisers, but I will tell you what. Listen, not only do we have the better prices on cruises, but in addition to that, even if the price is close, we've got these crazy amount of reward points that you earn. Now here's the difference. You earn reward credits, you know, out there in the public space. If you book United Airlines, if you book, you know, Westin or Hilton Honors or what have you, so you're used to getting reward credits. That's not new. But what you're not used to is all of your reward credits accumulating in one place. So here, if you book a flight, those reward credits are added to, if you book a cruise, those reward credits are added to your hotel stay, which are added to when you rented a yacht or a sailboat, which is added to when you stayed in a resort, which is added to whether you bought a gift card in your membership from Red Lobster or J. Crew or Forever 21, which is added to your reward credits when you booked airport parking. Everything adds together. And here's what's so amazing. Our reward points last for 10 years. So because they're all in one place and not, you know, in different entities, we had a young man last year book a cruise, and he and his fiance earned enough reward credits where this year her fare was free. They only had to pay for his. And he said, Aunt Janice, next year, because of the reward credits we earned this year, our vacation will be 100% free for both of us. That is the power of our platform. Now, are we the only game in town? No. As a matter of fact, we're the new guys in town. We looked at what, you know, some of the other travel platforms have done, for example, like American Express, that owns a company called Inspirato. We looked at what they did, guys, and we just did it better. You know, we made it more available to everyone. Because when you look at a $10, $20, and $30,000 price tag, it outs a lot of people just to begin with. Not to mention, this company is charging people $3,400 a year just to maintain the membership. Recently, one of our champions, one of the leaders of our company, actually went on a tour just to check them out. And he said, this is what they're charging. That is $3,400 is their annual fee. And they're saving people 10, 15, and 20%. When he pulled up his app to compare what they were saving people for this price tag versus what we were saving people, we were beating them hands down. See, the reason they purchased this is because they want what you're seeing today. They want exclusivity, want that VIP treatment. They want to be able to go where they want, when they want, with whom they want. Whether they're going on a business trip or going to see grandma for the holidays, they want all of that, but they didn't know about us. You do. So you definitely want to let the person invite you to this VIP presentation that you're excited that they would even let you in on this information, because everybody just does not know. And the fact that we're so confident about our prices that we back it with 150% price match guarantee, and the fact that what they're charging their members for 1 month, you literally can own this entire platform for. It's only $199 plus your first monthly fee of $59.95, and there's some processing dollars in there. Guys, $277 is what you'll see, you know, as the amount that you'll pay. That's it. And you own the platinum membership. As a matter of fact, let me tell you about Tanisha. When she first got started, she was already planning to go to London to see her cousin who plays in the role of Tina Turner on the Broadway musical Tina. Well, they had looked at flights. They were $1,200. They had looked at the hotels. They were able to save $4,200 on their flights and hotels. And we don't even guarantee flights. She just found a great overseas price. She saved $2,400 on her flights, $400 on her baggage fees, and this doesn't happen every day. And then she saved $1,400 on her hotel stay. And I'm telling you that she's paid the exact same thing that you're paying. So when we say congratulations and welcome aboard to this private membership, we want you to understand that Tanisha loves it. But Tanisha was like, this would even be better. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my God, this would be perfect if I didn't have that monthly subscription. But you know what? You're in luck because you don't have to keep this a secret. See, birds of a feather tend to flock together. And if you travel, it's likely that there are people in your life that travel. Well, let us share with them the benefits that you've just, received for yourself. 3 people like it. Your membership fee goes from $59.95 plus processing to my favorite 4-letter word, free. It's free. Just because you were blessing and shared the information with somebody else. Listen, don't worry about what to say. That's what we do. We do the heavy lifting for you. But you know what? Our platinum members are actually our happiest members. See, that's our basic membership. But we also have a platinum membership as well. And this is where, if for our guests that own, small businesses, or if you have a foundation or a nonprofit or part of an alumni association, you're a pastor or a bishop or apostle, whether you have a school or a daycare, a fraternity or sorority, a little league team, any entity that wants to raise money or someone that wants to create an extra passive stream of income, this is why our Vortex members are our happiest members. Now, normally what I would say to you is this. I would say for an extra $200, right, $199.95, you could actually own the platinum membership, which would make your total $477. But for right now, today, and for a few more days, I am saying to you that for a $0 upgrade, you can actually own this Vortex Platinum. Well, why is it such a great thing to own, Coach JP? Well, let me share with you why. Number one, you're going to receive your very own private, individualized Vortex link. This link for nonprofits and churches is an amazing thing. So actually, I just got a text message from a church in St. Louis that we're working with, mega church out there. And one of our questions was, do our members have to pay to shop on our Vortex? And the answer to that question is no. Your members, your friends and family get to sign up for free. Now, they will not save 100% of the time like you do. Nope, they will save 85 to 90% of the time. But they will book below those big prices, right? They'll book below those big prices, the retail prices online. But here's why it's of great benefit to our nonprofits and a great income churning device for the rest of us. Listen, because whatever the friend or family member, whatever your donors, whatever your contributors, whatever your congregation saves, you actually earn. So we have that patent pending proprietary algorithm working on your behalf. You have unlimited access to customers. We don't limit you to 50 or 100 customers. You can have, listen, in excess of 10,000. And what I'm excited to share with you is this, is that you think about 100 families this year. 100 families this year, they save, right? They save $500 on their vacation or $600 on their vacation this year in your platform. So let's just do the math. What if you had 100 members of your organization or 100 family and friend members that you have, say $500? This is what you earn just from sharing that link. So what I'm sharing now, what if we took it down a notch? Let's just say we only had 200 hotel nights booked on a cross section of people, and each of those rooms booked saved that member or that guest $25. You just earned $5,000. So what is my point? My point is it pays to be a platinum member. It pays to share your link. It pays to be with the Surge platform because you have a plethora of people that you can onboard and let use your link. We even have a platform family, like if some people have really turned this into like a mega business, we've got stay-at-home moms, we've got military spouses that need to create that extra income and need a business that can go with them wherever they go. See, as long as you have an internet access, you can share this link with as many people as you want. Follow a very simple system. Let them save, you earn. But you know what I love about our platform is that if for some reason you're not happy with your financial results, after a year, the company will refund you the money that you earned on your Vortex minus anything that you paid. Anything that they paid you. So it is a risk-free guarantee. Let me just go back so you see that last bullet. Makes this Vortex Platinum a risk-free guarantee. And now that the Platinum membership family is not $477, but it's on sale for $277, it makes it even smarter. It makes it even smarter. As a matter of fact, get back with the person that invited you to this webinar, and they will share you even more things that I can't share in this 30 minutes. But let me ask you a question, family. Let me ask you this question. If you had an extra $500 a week, would it mean something to you? If you had an extra $500 a week, would it mean something to you? As a matter of fact, let me ask you this question. If you had an extra $50,000, if we could show you how to earn $50,000 in the next 100 days, is there anyone you know, or are you the person that this would be able to pay off some medical debts? This would be able to have, maybe you got a medical procedure you need to have and you need the extra income, or maybe you want to put a child in private school. Maybe you have a roof that you need to repair, or a car, or debts that you need to pay off. It doesn't matter what the reason is. The primary thing that we want to share with you is that we're going to talk to you about creating that wealth. Now, Warren Buffett says to increase your wealth, start a business. My grandmother used to say, listen, God bless the child that has his own. And family, I don't know if you have paid attention to the fact that they have news reports that people are not filing their taxes in America. Why are they afraid to file their taxes? Well, most of you may not know, but there was a tax reform that happened in 2017. And when that tax reform happened, a lot of the things that you and I were able to write off as ordinary consumers and employees in America, we can't write those off anymore. So people that had nice returns last year have little returns. People that had little returns last year, this year, they're owing the IRS. Well, see, here's the beautiful thing about being in business for yourself. Here's why this gentleman right here, he owns his own business because of several reasons. Number one, you get to control your income. And number two, there are tax benefits that are afforded to the business owner. And when that tax reform happened in 2017, they made it better. They made it better for the business owner. And so because of that, family, grandmother's advice of God bless the child that has his own, and Warren Buffett's advice about increasing your wealth by starting a business makes perfect sense. But Warren Buffett goes on to give you another piece of advice. He says, listen, baby, things that you like to do should be a hobby of yours. Find something that the world is doing and make it a business. But what is the world doing? Family, again, travel did $8.1 trillion in 2017. Guys, that is, in this 30 minutes platform, 369 million is what it makes in an hour. This platform will make over $150 million in just a 30-minute period of time. Don't believe me that travel is huge? Go down to your local airport. See if you're the only one there. Go to a cruise ship. See if it's empty. No, they pack out to the gill all the time. So what we did as CEOs, we partnered with these three visionaries that took the world's largest industry and added it to the perfect business where you're open 24 hours a day. You have no employees. You don't need to know what you're doing to get started. Just like if you open a Subway, we're going to give you step-by-step training on what to do. The difference is what I'm about to share with you can be accessed for only $20 extra per month. $20. So you don't need a payday loan for that. That's just exercising the opportunity to own this business. And family, we're going to show you how to create unlimited income and a residual income like a Warren Buffett, right from your living room. See, I'm at home. You're at home. Or maybe you're at work. The beautiful thing is it doesn't matter because your business is a platform that you can run from wherever you are. So when you get started today, first thing we're going to do in your first 8 days is help you share that information with those three people we talked about. That makes you 3 and free, but we get that done in your first 7 days, family. They're going to pay you a $150 fast start bonus. But in addition to that, we're going to help you bring on your next 4 persons, not in a month. I mean, you can take a month because they give you a month, but we'd love to help you do that in 14 days, just 14 days, right? Guess what? That's going to give you your first referral bonus of $1,000. But then it gives you access to unlimited $1,000 bonuses. So as I unfold this comp plan, I want you to think to yourself, where do I go? Where do I go? And at will, or based on the leverage of other people. So for those of you who saw the video at the beginning, we're talking about now leverage, where you help someone else and you automatically help yourself. And the time that they put in is counting towards the time that you put in. So you start to create an income that's not just based on what you do, but the efforts of others as well. So let's just say this is you over here to the right. You bring in your first 3, you're 3 and free, you become a team builder. Now, every time 7 of those platinum sales falls in your team builder network, you're going to earn a $1,000 bonus, whether you did the work or not. So let's just onboard it. Michael wants to be a travel agent. Brittany wants to share the link. Pastor Deborah does a lot of travel. She needs those savings. And then Jorge, he just wants to do everything. It doesn't matter. My point is, whatever they want to be in part of your platform does not matter. The company still counts it. So Michael, Brittany, Deborah, and Jorge is 4. Michael wants to be 3 and free like you. You help Michael do that. Now, how many do you see? You see a total of what? 7. Look to the right, family. That just paid you a $1,000 bonus. See, Brittany may refer it to 1 initially. Pastor Deborah refers it to 3 apostles. I don't know. Jorge refers it to 3 fraternity brothers. Again, it does not matter. But 3, 3, and 1 is 7. You may be saying to yourself, but Coach JP, I didn't refer any of those. No, you did not. And this is where we're talking about leverage. See, every time 7 sales falls into your team builder network, whether you did the work or what, whether you did the work or not, you just earned another $1,000 bonus. Now, Coach, how often, how far down does this go? And the answer is unlimited. As a matter of fact, you can go unlimited this way and unlimited this way. Well, Coach JP, what about Michael? Can Michael earn $1,000 bonuses? And the answer to that question is yes. Michael has his 3. He's a team builder like you. He did that in 30 days. And guess what? His next one's fall in his team builder group. See, we all are on a level playing field. Nobody starts at any higher level than somebody else, and nobody starts at a lower level than the next guy. We all start at the same place. But you know what's so amazing? Is that your team will continue to grow, because as you help people to get 3 and free, and they help people to get 3 and free who help other people to get 3 and free, eventually your team will go to 100. And every time your team grows to a new 100 team builder sales, the company is going to pay you a $10,000 check. See, I asked you at the beginning of this program, would an extra $500 a week mean something to you? That's just 2 of those $1,000 bonuses per month. But there's some of you who would love to replace an income. You'd love to maybe create some serious, side income from yourself. And as a team builder with access to all of the different platforms, including the 100% match, the unlimited $1,000 bonuses, and unlimited $10,000 bonuses, you can do that. But I asked you also, would you like to know what it would take to earn an extra $50,000 in your first 100 days with us? And family, here's how it would work. So for those of you who are not familiar with the platform, as you are actually building your business, you're going to earn 14 of those $1,000 bonus checks as 100 people join your team. That's going to be $14,000. Then they're going to be paying you at the $277 price, $10 for each person that joins your team. That's another $1,000. Now you've earned what? $15,000. Now, remember what I said, every time 100 new team builder sales falls in your team builder group, you get paid a $10,000 check? That family is going to take you to what? $25,000. But you let us help you do that in your first 100 days in business. The company is going to pay you $5,000 a month for 5 months, another $25,000, and that's the $50,000 that you have the opportunity to earn. See, family, we even have an amazing executive program. And as a rising director, I can tell you I've never seen a more lucrative platform to close up, family, than the one that we have here today. See, because once you become a marketing director, not only will the company ask you to choose between a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger, any color in the world that you want, as long as it's white, right? They're going to start to pay you $2,000 a month in residual income. Listen, as you move to the regional director platform, and this is the one where they're going to actually give you the title to your car. This car, they're going to title it to you. You're going to park it right outside in your driveway, right? This Mercedes CLA 45 AMG, Jaguar XFL, or BMW 428i, it doesn't matter which one you choose. They're going to pay for it. And they're going to pay you $4,000 a month. See, by the time you get to national director, family, now what I love about this platform is there are no gotchas. You can take as little time or as much time as you want. When you get to that level, they're going to pay you the bonus, right? $8,000 a month. The Rolex watch costs more than some of the cars. But here is the beautiful thing. And for those of you who've ever wanted to retire early, need to retire a parent, need to retire a spouse, want to come home to have a family, whatever it is. See, Robert Kiyosaki says the definition of rich is when there's more money coming in per month on a residual basis, meaning you don't have to earn that. This is already earned. This just keeps coming in. It's greater than your expenses. When what's coming in is greater than your expenses, that's a form of rich. Well, family, at $8,000 per month, most of us are kind of covered. Yes, there's a Bentley at the top of the comp plan, and yes, you're going to have to park way away from the Publix or the Food Mart or the Kroger, the Walmart when you're in it, right? But they're going to pay for that as well. And then $12,000 extra per month. Family, I'm going to close by expressing to you why Pastor J. Lloyd Tomer, we call him Coach Tomer, why Pastor Tomer created this particular platform. Why does he award you things like this? Well, number one, he says to say thank you. See, by the time you've helped the different number of people that it takes to accomplish this, you're going to realize, okay, that I really should have this car, right? And the work is so easy. I don't know if we're deserving or not, but he says, I want to say thank you. I remember, y'all, I worked in the shipyard as an electrician before I had my company. And I remember after 10 years, they gave me an ink pen, a coffee mug, and a plaque. After 10 years, family, people are hitting the first level of marketing director in 6 months to 2 years. It may take 2 to 4 years to get to the BMW. It may take 4 to 6 years to get to the Rolex. You know what the beautiful thing is? It doesn't matter. He can take care of you either way. He says, number two, he says, I want to help 10,000 families be financially independent by December 2020. So I am committed to giving you something that you can take back. And because most people walk by sight and not by faith, when they see it, they'll become believers, and maybe they'll be one of those 10,000 that I want to bless. And then lastly, he says this, I don't want you spending your money on depreciating things. Quite like he taught Julia St. John, I want you to spend your money on real estate and properties and houses and rental properties and other businesses that are going to generate that legendary income today and that legacy income for your family tomorrow. So let me buy these things for you. You just keep going out there and sharing this information with other people. See, family, you've seen it the most amazing platform. Now, it really doesn't matter why you would want to be a part of it. Maybe you're a nonprofit or a church and you're saying, listen, we need to redirect our congregation's funds back into the house. Fantastic. Whether you're a young person or a stay-at-home mom or a military spouse or somebody that just needs to create some passive income. We've got small businesses that are adding this platform to their menus if they own a restaurant, to their business cards, so that they can just create another stream of income. If that's you, fantastic. Real estate professionals are giving this gift away to their customers, right? But redirecting those travel funds back to themselves. Maybe you're a person that says, listen, I just love to travel. That's all I want to do. I just want to be able to save like Tanisha saved. Fantastic. You can do that. What's my point? It doesn't matter why you get started today. Just get started today. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you, family, so much for chiming in. This particular webinar is officially over. Have a great day. Get back immediately with the person that invited you to this particular webinar and let them know she talks a little fast, but I get it. I'm ready to get started. And I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. Matter of fact, I look forward to seeing you at the bank. And the beautiful thing about Surge365 is I'll get to see you at both. Have a great day, family. We'll talk to you very, very soon.